Welcome to Demons Anonymous. It's the only support group where the chairs are on fire, the coffee is just molten brimstone, and nobody knows whose tail that is under the folding table. Doesn't matter. Sit down, grab a cup of lava, and get ready to listen to the world's most dysfunctional family. The first to speak is Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. You'd think that sounds intimidating, right? Nope. Beelzebub just complains that everyone keeps mistaking him for a literal fly. Says, do you know how hard it is to get respect when people walk into a room and immediately reach for the bug spray? Last week, some guy swatted him with a rolled-up newspaper. Honestly, he's considering a rebrand. Maybe Lord of the Wasps. Nobody claps. Next up is Asmodeus, the so-called demon of lust, but he's tired. He sighs, rubs his temples, and admits that he doesn't even feel lustful anymore. After millennia of ruining marriages and tempting monks, he just wants a nap and maybe a nice cup of tea, he confesses. The other day someone summoned him to mess up a bachelor party, and he didn't even bother showing up. He says, maybe I'm not Asmodeus anymore. Maybe I'm just Asmo tired. The group chuckles sympathetically. Then there's Belphegor, the demon of sloth. He doesn't even show up on time. Every week, he strolls in half an hour late, dragging his pitchfork like it weighs 10 tons, and plops down into the chair with the enthusiasm of a dying houseplant. Today, his confession is the same as always. I was supposed to invent some evil plot to corrupt mankind, but I fell asleep. Again, he shrugs and says, if hell wanted efficiency, they wouldn't have made me a demon. Fair point. Leviathan clears their throat next. Giant sea monster, primordial terror, devourer of ships. At least that's what the resume says. But here, Leviathan is just tired of being used as a tourist attraction. People keep summoning them just to prove they can catch something big for Instagram. Leviathan groans, I was once feared as a cosmic serpent, and now I'm basically SeaWorld. Everyone nods. It's rough being ancient evil in the age of influencers. Mammon chimes in, demon of greed. He admits the market has really changed. He says back in the day, greed was simple. Gold, jewels. A kingdom here, a castle there. But now it's cryptocurrency. Mammon groans that he doesn't understand Bitcoin, and it makes him feel old. He says he accidentally invested in Dogecoin thinking it was a literal dog. Now he's broke and embarrassed. Even the younger imps laugh at him. Then there's Lilith. She doesn't bother with a chair. She just leans against the wall, smirking. Lilith says, honestly, I don't even know why I'm here. I'm not broken, I'm thriving. She explains how she spends her time crashing men's purity pledges and haunting youth pastors' dreams. She's not looking for recovery. She's here to rub it in that she's still got it. The group pretends to be annoyed, but secretly, they all wish they had Lilith's confidence. Baal is next. Big general of Hell's armies, or so the legends say. But Baal just mutters that nobody listens to him anymore. He sighs. Do you know how hard it is to lead when half the demons are too busy making TikToks? He says last week he tried to rally the troops for a new conquest, but they were too busy filming a Hell's Kitchen parody. The armies of darkness, reduced to content creators. He stares at the floor, broken. Now it's time for the imps. The little guys. They shuffle nervously. One of them pipes up and says, look, we're just trying our best, okay? But honestly, it's demoralizing. We used to possess kings now. We get stuck haunting Alexa. You know how humiliating it is to spend eternity making Alexa say fart noises. The room nods. Even Lucifer might blush at that level of indignity. Then comes Amen, the counselor demon. Proudly says his job is to make people argue. But even he looks discouraged. He admits these days humans don't even need him. Social media does the work for free. He sighs. I used to whisper lies into kings' ears. Now, I just have to watch people scream at each other over pineapple pizza. It's beneath me. Next is Boer, a demon of teaching philosophy. Back in the day, he corrupted great thinkers. Now, he's stuck in college dorm rooms, listening to freshmen debate whether hot dogs are sandwiches. He groans. This is what I've been reduced to, eternal damnation, and I'm grading stoner logic. Vine steps up. Not a big name, but an old Duke of Hell. He's supposed to tempt men with secrets. He confesses that he's depressed because Google has ruined his career. He mutters, when people can just type how to summon a demon into the search bar, what's the point of me? The others nod sadly. Even in hell, automation takes jobs. And then finally there's Morax. He teaches astronomy and herbs to sorcerers, or at least he used to. Now he complains that every human with a telescope thinks they're an expert, and his potions get compared to essential oils on TikTok. He says, "Do you know how insulting it is when someone calls me the demon of lavender oil?" Speaking of Lucifer. There's an empty chair. Always an empty chair. Everyone glances at it, waiting, but he never comes. Just like Angels Anonymous, there's always hope, always a seat, but the Prince of Darkness is too busy with whatever it is he does now. Probably a book deal. The confessions keep coming. One demon complains about being allergic to brimstone. Another admits he's tired of haunting dreams because humans already do a good enough job giving themselves nightmares. One of them groans about paperwork, apparently. Hell has so many souls now that there's a backlog. Imagine waiting centuries in line just to be damned. But here's the thing about Demons Anonymous. Nobody's really trying to get better. This isn't about recovery. It's about venting. It's about getting together once a week, roasting each other, and remembering that even the forces of darkness need therapy. Beelzebub will still get mistaken for a bug. Asmodeus will still skip his temptations for naps. Belphegor will keep napping through meetings. Leviathan will keep getting tagged on fishing videos. Mammon will keep losing money to NFTs. Lilith will keep thriving. Baal will keep being ignored. Imps will keep haunting Wi-Fi routers. Amen will keep being replaced by Twitter. Booer will keep drowning in bad philosophy. Vine will keep losing his job to Google. Morax will keep getting mistaken for a crystal healer. So the next time your smart speaker goes off in the middle of the night, or your cryptocurrency crashes for no reason, or your cat stares into the corner like it sees something terrible, it's not divine mystery, it's not cosmic destiny, it's just another relapse from Demons Anonymous.